Hello, and thanks for watching Studio 76, your home for entertainment. I'm Justin Tafoya.
And I'm Shay Baker.
So Shay, have you done any Christmas shopping yet?
I have not. Have you?
Well, I've been trying to find a giant gummy bear, and so far I have been out of luck. But thanks to our own Dan Rabe, he was able to find me a giant gummy bear.
A giant gummy bear, huh?
I don't want to explain it, but there's a reason behind it.
I want one of these. Just so you know, I better be on your list.
This bear is 5 pounds of gummy goodness. At over 12,000 calories, this is sure to put a smile on any geek's face on Christmas morning. The bear is found on perpetualkid.com, which is just one of the many websites that have sprung up in the past few years that cater to geeks, that special group of people that includes anyone who's passionate about their hobbies. On the same site, you can find Baconaise, a sauce made with the heavenly combination of bacon and mayo. You can see it as vegetarian and kosher, which makes it a great gift for those who want the taste of bacon, but without the guilt. If you're looking for funny t-shirts, head over to mentalfloss.com. It features a large selection of shirts that only a true geek would understand, like Ambiguity, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and another one, Hobbits are a Tolkien minority. This is a dodecahedron Rubik's Cube. It can be found at thinkgeek.com. ThinkGeek is the ultimate geek website for Christmas and holiday gifts. ThinkGeek has the largest selection of geek merchandise on the internet. You can go where no other pizza cutter has gone before with this Star Trek pizza cutter. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of Back to the Future with your very own flux capacitor replica. So check out these sites for unique presents for your favorite geek. These sites have some of the biggest sales of the year in November. For Studio 76, I'm Dan Rabe.
So, Justin, did you see that Rubik's Cube?
I did.
Can you do a Rubik's Cube, like a normal one?
I've tried several times. It's horrible. It's a horrible experience, and I don't want to do it again.
So I want to know how a Rubik's Cube like that is even possible to be done. There's supposedly like these instructions that you can do.
A lot of algorithms and mathematical terms.
Okay, so you'll be shopping on the website.
I'm still looking for the gummy bear. I don't know.
That's called diabetes. But something that's not diabetes related, actually, that's actually a little bit more lighter on the body for entertainment is Monday night, Weber State professors put their talents sort of on showcase to show what they can do. And our Rachel McAllister has the story.
The crowd in the Ostad Theater were not waiting for student performers to enter the stage this time. This concert was all for the faculty. Featuring Professor Michael Palumbo on the viola, the recital began with Johann Sebastian Bach's Suite No. 3 in C. Professor Palumbo says he started playing at a very young age and loves to teach others to play.
To make a long story short, I just kept going as I had some good teachers in high school and good role models, and decided I wanted to continue and do this as my life, which I have done.
Professor Palumbo finished Suite No. 3, and then the faculty recital moved to an intense viola and piano piece, Sonata Opus 25 No. 4, with Palumbo on the viola and adjunct faculty member Goethe Weimer on the piano. The final performance of the concert was a 1934 duet for viola and cello by Paul Hindemith. This time Michael Palumbo was accompanied by fellow Professor Victor Uzer. Professor of cello at Weber State, Uzer says his family inspired his interest in classical music.
My uncle really started me on the cello because I played the piano and that didn't go so well, and when I was 12 he recommended that I start with cello. There was a really good school nearby where I lived in former Yugoslavia. So I started because of his recommendation, and then it took off. Yeah.
From the faculty recital at the Browning Center at Weber State, I'm Rachel McAllister, Studio 76.
For more information on upcoming events with the Performing Arts Department, visit www.weber.edu/performingarts.
That was a great story.
Yeah.
I love that story. I like Professor Palumbo.
I like Palumbo too. I like the name Palumbo.
Palumbo. I like
How
it.
many times can you say it?
I'll try that later.
We'll test you after the show.
But right now, you know what's on my nerves?
What?
Angry birds.
Angry.
I hate angry birds all over my water fountain, eating my cherries.
Do you have a water fountain?
I have a water fountain.
This is make-believe.
No, it's not. This week in our tech segment, Scott McIntyre took a look at angry birds.
The battle of the smartphones is heating up. Today, Android users downloaded the 4th installment of Angry Birds. The insanely frustrating and equally addictive game lets players launch a variety of feathered friends at a handful of green pigs. Sound crazy? Try explaining that to the 10 million plus people who bought the game. Your Android-toting friends may disappear for the next few days while they try to beat the 45 new levels. iPhone users won't be affected. They got the Angry Birds update 6 weeks ago. And the biggest company on the internet has finally figured out what to do with all that empty space on its website. Google announced yesterday they will soon be adding instant website previews to their search results page. Users will see tiny thumbnail images of what the results website would look like if they went to the effort to click on the link. By Google's estimate, the tiny previews will improve users' perceived satisfaction by a whopping 5%. Eat your heart out, Bing. In other Google news, the search engine giant will be announcing the winner of its Google Fiber contest by the end of the year. Layton, Utah is one of 1,100 cities that hope to be selected as the lucky location. Google says they will pay around $1.6 billion to install ultra-high-speed fiber internet to every house in the winning city. The gigabit connection promises to be 17,857 times faster than dial-up. If Layton wins the contest, you'll find me at home downloading the internet. All of it. And Skype released an update this week, but initial response from users says it still sucks. FaceTime anyone? I'm Scott McIntyre, and that's your tech update.
Okay, so do you use Skype?
I am even confused by what that even means. It sounds like a crazy word I don't understand.
Okay, well, then we'll just move on.
Yeah, let's do
guess.
that. It makes more sense.
My question for you is, what do unstoppable trains, loud music, and street racing have in common?
Wow, that's a riddle. I'm not sure. Let's say Denzel Washington?
Okay, well, I guess we'll go with it. We'll go with that. That works.
That works.
Here we have Kaylee Connors with This Week in Entertainment.
To stop that kind of power, grab it by the tail, gun in the opposite direction.
1 million tons of still to stop, 100,000 people at risk, and 100 minutes until a runaway train carrying toxic chemicals destroys a town. This is the intense drama the movie Unstoppable is all about. A train engineer, played by Denzel Washington, and his conductor, Chris Pine, must chase the out-of-control train and bring it under control before it's too late. This movie was inspired by a true story of ordinary people doing extraordinary acts. You can see if the train can be stopped this Friday. The wait is finally over. Rihanna's 5th album, Loud, features upbeat dance tracks with the meaningful lyrics she's known for. The track list is said to be inspired by Michael Jackson's best-selling album, Thriller. Rihanna opted for 11 songs so that only the best of the best are presented on her CD. Loud will hit stores this coming Tuesday. Do you have a need for speed? If you do, you're in luck. In this new car racing game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, you drive fancy exotic cars and must outrun the cops. If you're feeling like a law-abiding citizen, there is an option where you can be the cop and chase the speed racers. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit comes out Tuesday and is available on the Wii, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360.
Okay, so that racing game looks amazing.
Yes, it looks very real.
As one of my friends put it, it looks beastie.
Beastie.
Just
I've heard that term.
It's a great
I think
term.
your friend is also my friend. Maybe he's here in the studio right now.
I hope he's not, because that would be embarrassing. Well, for This Week in Entertainment, I'm Justin Tafoya.
I'm Shay Baker.
And please become a fan of Weber State News on Studio 76 on Facebook. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Studio 76.